now it's time for this Friday morning session of Children's GBC with George Buxton, as he gets to present some programmes today, and including one last episode of Postman Pat for now. Well, enjoy. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Children's GBC on a fine Friday morning. So here we go with our first programme of the day, and it's going to be the Shoe People. And in today's episode is called Tea at the Little Big Top, which means that we get to see Charlie the Clown again as much as we had last week. So, will this tea party of Charlie go so well? Let's find out.
Every time you're skipping down the street, think about the shoes upon your feet. Today it's a magic world when your toes uncurl. Shoe people. Shoe people. Shoe people.
It's almost 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and in Shoetown, 3 o'clock means tea time. Inside the Little Big Top, Charlie is extremely busy. He's expecting visitors at any moment. First of all, he rakes the sawdust.
Stupid clown!
Shoe people. Shoe people. Shoe people.
And that was the Shoe People. Well, mind you, Charlie the Clown did have a good tea party, although he did host it though. But Sergeant Major isn't having any of it, because he just doesn't like Charlie the Clown as such. Anyways, that's Shoe People for you. So the next one is Playdays, and we're at the 10th stop yet again. But this time it's called The Missing Magic Wand. That's something to do with either the Fairy Princess or just any other. Well, you'll find out in this episode of Playdays today.
It's the play bus! But where does it go? Where does it stop? Watch for the sign of the lollipop. Stop! It's the 10th stop. Lift a bit, no, right. No, forward, no, bit more than that. Come on, back. Left, right.
Hello and welcome to the play tent.
Hello!
Oh, a top hat and a magic wand. Who do you think these belong to? That's right, a magician. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Was Playdays. Well, mind you, the Missing Magic Wand sounds like a very interesting story there. Now, it all turned out that it was a fairy after all. That's what I thought. Right, anyways, now, the next programme now is going to be Bananas in Pyjamas, and here we go with another double bill. Now, Scarecrow's the first of them, and of course, we have Pretty Maggie. Now, if you're wondering who Maggie is, well, she's obviously a crow, which you'll find out in Scarecrow first, right now.
Bananas in pyjamas are coming down the stairs. Bananas in pyjamas are coming down in pairs. Bananas in pyjamas are chasing teddy bears. 'Cause on Tuesdays they all try to catch them unawares.
Amy and Morgan were making a scarecrow to keep the birds away from their strawberries.
was Scarecrow. That's the first episode of our double bill. So now it's time for the second one, and it's Pretty Maggie. And I think that a rat in the hat was trying to get Maggie to talk properly. But can really Maggie talk? Let's find out.
Bananas in pajamas are coming down the stairs. Bananas in pajamas are coming down in pairs. Bananas in pajamas are chasing teddy bears. 'Cause on Tuesdays they all try to catch them unawares.
Rat in a Hat had brought his lunch to the park.
And that was Bananas in Pajamas, and in fact 2 episodes of it, so it's all done again. So the next one is Fireman Sam from Series 5, and today's episode is called Fiery Finale. That's something to do with a talent show or something. But I know that naughty Norma would be ruining it for sure. But anyways, let's find out as you watch this episode.
When he hears that fire alarm, Sam is always cool and calm. If you're stuck, give him a shout. He'll be there to help you out. So move aside, make way for Fireman Sam, 'cause he's gonna save the day. Fireman Sam, 'cause he's brave to the core. Sam is the hero next door. If there's trouble, he'll be there, underground or in the air. Fireman Sam and all the crew, they'll be there to rescue you. So move aside, make way for Fireman Sam, 'cause he's gonna save the day. Fireman Sam, 'cause he's brave to the core. Sam is the hero next door. So move aside, make way for Fireman Sam, 'cause he's gonna save the day. Fireman Sam, 'cause he's brave to the core. Sam is the hero next door.
And that was Fireman Sam. And yep, that was a bit of a fiery finale there. Yeah, because I know that Elvis's electric guitar was completely ruined. It was because of the water that was coming up from the top. It's because of all this rain. And you know what they say, water and electric do not mix. Do they, Jordan?
They certainly do not.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Right, so moving on from the dangerous side, and I know that Jordan did used to say that on FTV as well as GTV, moving on from the dangerous side of Pondy Pandy, and moving on to a calmer side of Greendale. So here we go with Postman Pat, and in today's episode is called Postman Pat in a Muddle. That's the one that when Pat is having trouble trying to deliver the parcels without his glasses on. But anyways, I'm sure you'll find out what happened in this episode today.
Postman Pat, Postman Pat, Postman Pat, and his black and white cat. Early in the morning, just as day is dawning, he picks up all the post bags in his van. Postman Pat, Postman Pat, Postman Pat, and his black and white cat. All the birds are singing, and the day is just beginning. Pat feels he's a really happy man. Everybody knows his bright red van. All his friends will smile as he waves to greet them. Maybe you can never be sure. There'll be knock, ring, letters through your door. Postman Pat, Postman Pat, Postman Pat, and his black and white cat. Postman Pat and his black and white cat.
Postman Pat. So it turned out that Postman Pat, however, had managed to try and find some new glasses, even though his glasses were his old pair. But I'm so glad he was alright, though. So the next one now is James the Cat, and in today's episode is called, and it's all about kites. Now, and I expect that all his friends are going to be making some kites just to fly it up in the air. So anyways, here's James the Cat.
My name's James, James the Cat. I've had fame, money, and all that. Now I'm here, growing fat, chasing birds and butterflies. James the Cat. Is a bit slow. Oh, I've always wanted to fly.
Was James the Cat. Well, mind you, I'm so glad that James and his friends have enjoyed playing some kites, in the wind. Well, that's pretty much about it for this morning on Children's GBC, and I'm sure that we'll be back again next week. Oh, but of course, Drawbin, however, will be here later on this afternoon with 5 programmes, the same ones. Yeah, anyways, and I'm not even going to mention Bear Big... God! Anyways, we'll be back again next week, but Drawbridge will be here this afternoon, so make sure you don't miss it. Bye everyone. See you next week. Bye bye. You're watching GTV, and now it's time for another episode of The Bernie Show. Now, and I'd like to point out that this show might not have so much language in it this time. And also, today's episode is all about the return of David the policeman.
This is the small house where everything is peaceful there. Everything is all wonderful up until one day something strange happens. Those pesky Muppets just turned up. So, here comes the Bernie gang, crazy and laughs. They do some stuff as what they can do. Bernie, Yo Bro, Daddy Punch, and so many others. He and his mates all knew what's coming. The gags, the craze, something that everyone can't lie to make them laugh. So because of their own silly lives, it's all happening here on The Bernie Show! The Bernie Show.
Well, it's just another ordinary day. Bye-bye. Hey.
Well, it's that time again to see how their adventure just ends there. And some may find it upsetting to see we all had enjoyment and laughs to go through just to sing you one last song. So we sing the Bernie Blues. It all comes there because you thought the fun should never end, but you wish that all came true. But here's one thing just for you. Just by adding the birds and the bees and mix that in with the garden and the daylight and the moonlight. But don't forget to bring in some Bernie too. So we sing the Bernie Blues, and that's there for all of us to know. Hell yeah!
This is GTV, and now it's time for a very special episode of Neighbours. And today, Charlie is getting married today.